Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. We got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, Dave Pollard, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Seminoles will kick off first, and here we go. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the run, it's Jackson. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game.
There's some room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Buckeye! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. Motion from the wideout. Joseph knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Snap to the back. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Young. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. St. Clair. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw at St. Clair. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good. Talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Now here's Tavian St. Clair. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Creates a little space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Joseph. Fires quickly. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying to knock him.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The run inside. It's Jackson. Breaks the tackle. Right down the gut of the field. He's inside the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hill. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Joseph. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Running inside, it's Jackson. He'll try to take it back. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. He is having a day, and think about this stat. Ezekiel Elliott has his name in the top 20 single-game rushing record list 5 times, more than any of the great Ohio State backs. Oh, we might have another entry coming here.
Oh, that's incredible to think about. And you think about some of his past runs that were so amazing. And when you got a guy that can do this and put up big numbers, he's having a day. This offense is having a day because of it. Keep it going, young fella.
Throwing St. Clair. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking for his man in the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the try is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give. Can't get him to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. To the ground with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on 2nd and short and take shots. This offense said, no, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing Joseph. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're honest. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Joseph on the play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
That is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gets the back moving. Tavian St. Clair. Pressure coming. Trying to get away. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the... That quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Joseph. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun on third down, Joseph. Finds us back in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on fourth down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
Look out, he's got room.
And wide receivers are doing this more and more in college football. You see them motion and shift all over the place. They give them the football a lot. Sometimes they use them as a decoy, but nice, positive game. But more importantly, defense understanding they're ready for it. Good stop.
Throwing Joseph. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Seminoles want to move quickly. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Ohio State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Coming out with it, it's Singleton. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle it, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you can see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
St. Clair unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. On the run, it's Jackson. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, St. Clair. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They go play action with Joseph. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Throwing St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Spits it out to the back. He's got it. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. They want to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You can tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tavian St. Clair. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Again, it's St. Clair. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Maybe, man. This offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in. And they take off the extra point.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line. For the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with the Washington Huskies taking on the number 9 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's Washington able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Okay, guys, as the Florida State offense returns to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. On target. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Seminoles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very. Here's a little room there. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
3rd down and inches. Everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still executed a good level. Not only picking up the 1st down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
Quick completion on the out. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Gets it inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, 1st half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And they make the extra point to draw it closer. It's 28-17. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try. Breaks into the open. Crosses midfield. The 30. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one, and 5 on the season.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Under fire, and he will get just beyond the first down marker before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to
wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Ohio State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Noles can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Out of the shotgun on third down. He's got him this time. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The bet.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Noles! What a grab in the end zone for 6.
Man, you want these guys that can take the top off of defense. It changes the way they're going to play coverage on you, and he does it right here. Just runs by the DB. He had no chance to try to catch up with him. Makes the big play down the field. And this will change the way you play defense against this guy the rest of the game.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Tight end now in motion. St. Clair. Here comes the heat. He's got an open man. Still running at the 40. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver.
He uncorks one deep. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Here we go. Sweet, sweet. Hey, move. Move.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. So the final period starts with a second down play. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on second down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Breaks it inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that's exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
So what? I got you. I can't get locked up.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there.
I'm getting locked up. I don't got nothing else to do.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. He wants to change this route. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
The quick out. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Here's a heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
A little release to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. The Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. From the gun, running back on the move. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Floats it out in space. Touchdown, Seminoles! Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a 1-possession game.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the 2nd half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football.
Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point conversion attempt is stopped.
You didn't have to waste no time now. I wasn't going to hold you.
By the Buckeyes, that's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football. And we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Working that left side now. At the 40, and it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Dude, let's go. I mean, this game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge
first down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. There he goes. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
Yeah, nah, that there, hey, that fumble, I done threw my controller.
Into the game, understanding
every time we play, it start getting crazy.
Create some holes like you do here for my running back. Make the game easy.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Might as well give it to him again. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Takes the easy one to the back. Running through contact. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He might want another play. Second down, he'll throw it. They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw on 3rd. White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing St. Clair. Gets it out fast. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Ohio State calls it 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Run the gun on third down, St. Clair. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He got enough, slides, and moves the sticks on 4th and short. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Escapes the pressure going right. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Tavian St. Clair. Now he's going to break the pocket. It's complete to the right. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Wide open spaces. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these fourth quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do. Hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
Oh, what a move. Touchdown, Buckeye! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead. The Buckeyes with an answer.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
It's incomplete. They can't stretch out the lead as a two-point conversion attempt fails, but they'll still try to hang on for the final seconds. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. And there he goes.
This is on track.
It's a touchdown to finally take the lead in this game, and that's just why you keep playing. They were way down on the scoreboard earlier in this one. And there are a lot of quarterbacks and a lot of offenses that I think would have just completely shut it down, but they just kept battling, and they kept chipping away. And now here we are, late in the game. They're executing. They finally have taken the lead, and they're looking to seal this thing.
Snap in the shotgun. It's caught. The two-point try is good, and now it's a three-point game. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. St. Clair makes the pass. Working that left side. Quickly working the sideline and getting out of bounds after a pickup of 18. Everybody wants the big play in this situation, Jesse, but he was smart. Catch, first down, out of bounds.
Yeah, and you just got to know where you are in the field, right? Where he's great awareness by the receiver, making the catch, getting out of bounds as fast as possible.
Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Gotta find a completion on this one. It's incomplete. A last-gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season.